My name's James Gomersall, I'm 54, used to be an heating and ventilation engineer. I'm sort of retired now, just working on the farm really.
I'm Tina Harkin and I'm 38, not really, but I'm not telling you my real age. As well as running the sanctuary, I am a magistrate and I used to be a director for the NHS dealing in psychology.
So this is my sort of main job at the minute. It keeps me busy, pretty much 24/7. So try and take it easy, but we do more now than we did when we were working. We just wanted somewhere where we've got a lot of land and we could sort of look after animals and things really.
But animals have been my life, so whatever I've done professionally, animals have been part of it. So I've always either taught riding or kept animals or rescued, or that's been pretty much my dream really. So.
It's quite easy when it's sort of something you enjoy doing.
Knowing that we had a natural affinity to do it, we said let's make this official. And people knowing that we were good at it and bringing us more. The vets used to recommend us, animal welfare used to use us, and we didn't realise when we got here that every building would be filled within a year, did we?
People ring us up saying, can you take this and take that, and actually we thought, you know, we can give them a good home.
We were just learning all the time about it really. When we're in shutdown, it affects purely the animals' care, doesn't it? Nobody could come here, we had to cancel all our events, the cottages had to be shut down. So we had a small grant to help us keep things ticking over really.
Most of it comes out of our own pockets at the moment.
When we got Middle Cottage, it was a learning curve, absolutely wonderful. It's like having your own doll's house. It's been absolutely perfect, and it purely, the cottages funds the animal sanctuary. I'm very nervous about going back to suddenly thrown into social situations because we are quite private and it's given us a chance to be together and really enjoy each other's company because we have a good laugh, don't we, really?
It can be manic when there's sheep everywhere or there's a gate open and the horses run up the street. You have to see the funny side sometimes, don't you?
Incredibly privileged to have this as well, very, very lucky. Andy! There she is! She had to go off and have an operation, so now she lives away from the other deer. She had to have a bowel put back in, and she loves her life as it is.
Sort of laying in bed and I heard this massive almighty bang. I thought, oh my God. I thought someone had drove down and hit it with a van, you see. And I looked out the window and I thought, can't see anything. And then I looked again and I could see the tree at that angle. And then we sort of went into panic mode then because the pigs are underneath it, obviously.
And you go into shock mode, don't you? I was shaking when I rang the police and I just said the trees fell out. Called everybody, welfare, police. Everyone came out, didn't they, the council? Anyway, the fireman got the pigs out, not a scratch. The vet came the next morning and nothing. He went into the Shropshire Star. One of the reasons for the article was to thank everybody because everyone was instant, weren't they? What was interesting, when the pig article went out, we were flooded with donations, weren't we? Which is interesting. So I've grown up, yes, with dogs, cats, horses, obviously riding since I was 2.
We used to have a minor bird as well when I was growing up. That was quite good. They used to talk all the time. A really clever minor bird. He used to speak. Jack, his name was. He had one eye. That's why my dad had him, because he got one eye. So he was very sort of soft sort of animals. When we were growing up, he used to sort of rescue birds and stuff if they were hurt and things like that. So I suppose a lot of that's sort of seeing his kindness as you grow up, it rubs off, doesn't it, I suppose.
But yeah, all through our life it's been animals. Sheep are clever, llamas are clever, cows are clever. They've all got personalities. They've all stayed here. I wouldn't say the number, but hundreds.
You know how old they are, some of them. You know, we don't know what their life's been like or whether they've had any illnesses and things like that.
They live longer here. I mean, you never get the horses living to that age in normal circumstances, but we do give them intense care. They come to us, they do, don't they? I think the sheep, I've totally fallen in love with sheep. People treat them not very well, they think they're stupid. I think Roo as well, because I remember one of the neighbours coming past saying you're going to have really ugly lambs from that truck, and yet he's the most beautiful, calmest, nicest sheep in the world. And then we had Clara, who everybody has asked to buy her, and she's a stunning lamb. Very gentle, very calm. And David is only a month old and he's massive and confident. So all of them are very, very precious, aren't they? James has affinity with the goats. Yeah, he loves the goats. Yeah.
I spent a lot of the time in London working away, so obviously when I had the accident it was sort of a massive culture shock for me really. Obviously you go from sort of working 7 days a week, 70, 80 hours a week, you know, to all of a sudden you're in hospital and you sort of, you can't walk, and you think your whole life's over really. When I woke up from the accident, all my sort of felt like I was sort of paralysed from the waist down. I was bruised from head to toe and things, and yeah, so everything goes through your mind then, you know, obviously the business and the working again, and will I be able to walk again and things like that. So it was a slow recovery. And then obviously I progressively got better, and you know, it makes you have a rethink about, you know, your whole life really. And I'm quite a sort of strong-minded person anyway, so I basically got on with it really, didn't I? And you know, it's like with the prosthetics now, I mean, I just carry on and do as much as I can really, because there's no point in sitting in a chair and moping and things like that, you know. People say, oh, you know, doesn't it affect you? No, I try not to look back now, because a girl died in the accident, and all them sort of things used to go through my mind, that, you know, and I used to think it's my fault I killed somebody. Come out the other side, you realise that, you know, it wasn't my fault, and there's nothing I could do about it. Sort of hold any grudges or anything, you know. I'm where I am, and you know, at least I'm alive and kicking. And I'm a bit more carefree now. Just I don't let things stress me or anything like that, to be honest. The animals have really sort of been a therapy for me. Been good, really, for me.
They've saved him really, and I think that's what we... James was a city boy when he met me, and I was a country girl, but he seems the most natural man in the countryside that I've ever met. And I think if he hadn't got the animals, he'd never have survived. It was just amazing, and I feel we have a natural affinity, and people talk about it, or which you dream and all that, and I don't even think about it like that on a daily basis. I think it's just what we have to do. We just do it.
In the future, and you can get it more open to the public and people visiting and stuff.
Children who've experienced anxiety to come and experience animals, do some work placements, have some open days.
Hopefully when the new barn's up and that, we'll start doing a bit of fruit and veg maybe and things like that really, because there's nothing around here. Just all little things to help, you know, raise money really, and plus it raises awareness, people come.
I don't want to move again, I don't want to leave them either. And, obviously we've got some here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, it would be our aim really. And then to leave it as an animal trust.
Yeah.
So that someone could carry on with the whole thing, really.
Yeah.